pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benz in. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed on that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
trying to add to the cipher. Time is money, trying to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Just with Jews, eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Another run here with Johnson. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. They'll run Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nacua.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing it. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Riley, his tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And on this first down, it's Johnson. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Second and 7. They'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Caught by Nacua on the out route. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw yet again. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards for the catch.
And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Can the defense do it again from the 1? 3rd down now and goal. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run. Here's Cora. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore. I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they're going to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. Will come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Purdy. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
try again here. 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Come on, boys. Let's count them up.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the 49ers extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now the tight end, Riley. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 50 yards. first and 10. Right side, complete to Nakua. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. They'll run with Johnson. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time with Johnson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Back to throw. That'll be intercepted. He works free. Right side. Inside the 40. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken back. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone. But no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Purdy gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get this one to the safety valve, complete, And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. But go down as an incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
As he throws and is incomplete, just couldn't deliver that one way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Quick hitting slant there. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. Second and a yard. Now it's Johnson. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. First and 10. To throw is Purdy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a second down.
Oh, a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down. Here's Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard. Now, for him.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First and 10 now from the 36.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to get away. He's going to go down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll look to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Here's a second and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's Purdy.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play quarterback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
On third down, it's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. Second and goal. Here's Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points. Mike, he got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
His kick is good. And the 49ers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He's out of bounds, but problem there, he doesn't even get back to the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Down the field, it's caught on the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now, faking the give. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. That is a big gainer for the Rams. Even 40 yards. to the air now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here for the 49ers. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates